Okay, so we have another set of problems. Okay, so first problem tayo. So 3 piece pa din. Okay, so a delta connected load having an impedance of 300 plus J210 ohms per phase is supplied from 460 volts, three-phase supply from through a line having an impedance of 4 plus J8 ohms per wire. What's the total power supplied to the load? Okay? So delta yung ating connection, then meron tayong line impedance. Okay? So kung drawing natin, so we have line impedance, then delta yung load. Okay? Ito yung ating load, delta. Then our line impedance. Yan. Okay? So 4 plus J8 for line impedance. Then for our load, so we have 300 plus J210. Okay? So itong mga impedance natin is connected across 460 volts. Okay? Question is the total power supplied to the load. Okay? So gawin na lang natin is, ang ating objective is makuha yung current na dadaloy sa delta connected load. Okay, so kapag nakumpit natin yung current dyan, sumabis na yung ating line combination. So we have 3 I phase square multiplied by the resistance. Okay, so yung resistance naman, so given as 300 ohms. Okay, so yung I na lang yung kailangan natin makuha, I per phase. Okay, so before tayo makakuha ng I per phase, so hindi natin directly makukumpit siya. Okay, ang kailangan natin gawin, yung delta connected load, i-convert natin sa Y. Okay, kasi meron tayong line impedance. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ko-convert natin, so yung CY natin is equals to, so we have 300 ohms plus J210. Okay, so divide natin ng 3 o para maging Y na siya. Okay, so from this, we have 100 plus J70 ohms. Okay, so naka-Y na yung ating connection. So from this, pwede natin siyang directly at sa line impedance. Okay, so pwede natin din ma-compute si line current. Assume natin IA. Okay? So yung line current natin is simply equal to, so B per phase, so divided by the total impedance. So dito yung magiging total impedance natin is the series combination ng line impedance tsaka yung Y connection. Okay? So substitute natin. So P per phase, so we have 460 volts. Okay, divide natin na square root of 3 para maging per phase. All over the total impedance. So we have 4 plus J8 plus yung ating naka-Y na impedance, which is 100 plus J70. So from this, we can calculate for the line impedance. Sorry, line current. So we have 460. So divided by square root of 3 para maging per phase. All over, so yung total impedance. So 4 plus J8 plus 100 plus J70. Okay, so we have 2.043. Okay, 2.043 at an angle of negative 36.8699. Okay, so ito yung Y connection natin. Okay, so kailangan kasi natin is yung per phase current na nasa delta. Okay, so by conversion, di ba? Actually, ang kailangan lang naman natin dito is na magnitude. So, para makumpit natin si I per phase, yung magnitude ng line current natin, okay, i-convert natin sa per phase value. Okay, kasi delta na yung magiging load natin. Okay, so we have 2.043. Okay, so divide na natin square root of 3. Okay, so magnitude na lang kasi yun lang kailangan natin dito sa total power. Okay, so ayan. So 2.043 divided by square root of 3. Okay, 1.1795. 1.1795 amperes. Okay, so ito ang gagamitin natin. So substitute sa total power natin. The total power taken by the load, so we have 3 multiplied by 1.1795. quantity square multiplied by the resistance in delta connection. So we have 300. Okay, so tatandaan, pag nag-convert kayo ng connection, make sure lang na ibabalik sa dati. Lalo na kung ang kinukuha is yung sa load mismo, yung parameter sa load. Okay, kasi baka mamaya yung nakaway ang kunin yung total power, magkakamali kayo. Okay, so ayan, so we have 3 times answer square, so multiply by 300. Okay, so we have 1,500, 1,252.15. 1,252.15 watts. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay? So, next. Okay, so a balanced three-phase, three-wire, 480 volt supply has two loads. So the first load is delta connected and takes 30 kilowatts at 80% lagging power factor. So the second load is delta connected and uses 24 kVA at 90% leading power factor. So find the readings of the 2 watt meters connected in lines A and C. So yung 2 watt meter natin, so by formula, diba? So W1 equals to PLIL. So cosine. So 30 plus theta. So yung isa, PLIL cosine 30 minus theta. Okay, so magkabaliktad naman, okay lang. Okay, so given naman tayo ng voltage, so 480. Ang wala tayo is yung current tsaka yung theta. Okay, yung theta is pwede natin makuha sa total apparent power. Okay, i-add lang natin direct itong dalawang load. Okay, kasi kung drawing natin, dalawang load, ito siya. Okay, so connected. Okay, so connected across 480 volts. Okay, so 30 kilowatts. So 0.8 lagging. Yung isa, 24 kVA. So 0.9 leading. Okay? So yung ginagawa lagi natin, di ba? So dapat yung pag-add natin is naka-apparent power. Okay, so yung magiging S total natin will be so S1 plus S2. Okay, so S1 natin, so we have 30 kilowatts. So divide natin by the power factor. Diba? Para maging S siya. O apparent power. Kasi ang given sa atin is the true power. So 0.8 at an angle of. So arc cosine para makompute natin yung power factor angle. So 0.8. So plus S2. So naka-KVA na siya. So no need nang i-divide by the power factor. Okay, so at an angle of. So leading. So negative. Arc cosine 0.9. Okay, so from this, we can calculate for the total apparent power. So we have 30, so divided by 0.8. So at an angle of arc cosine 0.8 plus, so 24 at an angle of negative arc cosine 0.9. Okay. Okay, so we have 52.9857. 0.9857 at an angle of 13.1326. 13.1326 kVA. Okay, so ito yung magiging total apparent natin. So, yung angle nito, yun yung gagamitin natin dito sa theta. Okay? So, next is, kailangan natin makakuha is yung I. Okay? So, given naman tayong ST saka yung ating line voltage, so by formula, so ST equals to square root of 3 PLIL. Okay, actually, yung PLIL nga, yan ang kailangan natin, di ba? So, diretso na natin. So, PLIL, so equals to, so ST natin, so magnitude na lang, so 52.958, 10857, okay, so times 10 raised to 3, all over square root of 3, ayan. Ito yung PLIL natin. Okay, so 52.9857, so times 10 raised to 3, all over square root of 3. Okay, 3591. 591.308 Okay? So, ayan, kung isa-substitute natin dito, so yung magiging W1 natin will be, so 30591.3082. So, cosine, so 30 plus, yung angle natin is yung total power factor angle natin, which is 13. Okay, 13.1326. So, yung isa, so W2. Sige, kunin muna natin si W1. Okay, so sulat ko lang muna dito. So, 30591.3082. So, cosine of 30 minus 13.32, 13.1326. So, makumpit na natin dalawang wattmeter. Okay, so we have 30591.3082. So, cosine, so 30 plus 13.1326. So we have 22,324. So 324.7227. 27 watts. Okay, so ito yung magiging W1 natin. So for W2, so minus lang siya. Okay, so we have 29.275. 275.2344. 2344 watts. Okay, so ito yung magiging W2 natin. Okay, so yun yung magiging final answer natin. Okay? So ayan, so next. Okay, so a three-phase wide-connected induction motor is connected to a 480 volts three-phase supply. Okay, so it draws a current of 15 amperes at 80% power factor. So a delta connected reactance is connected in parallel with the motor. Okay, and the combination draws 15 amperes. Okay, what is the value of the element? Okay, so initially, naka-given tayo ng induction motor. Okay, then magko-connect daw tayo ng delta connected reactance parallel sa ating motor. Okay, so nung kinonect natin siya sa motor, 15 amperes pa rin yung na-compute natin na current. The question is, what is the value of the element? Okay, so initially, may 15 amperes tayo sa 480 volts. So pwede natin directly makompute dito yung S. Okay? So S natin ng motor. So we have, so square root of 3. So PL, IL. Okay? So yung power factor naman is yung 80%. So from this, so we have square root of 3. So PL natin, so 480 volts. Times yung current natin na 15 amperes. Okay? At ang angle of, so diretso ko na, arc cosine ng 0.8. Okay, so yung ating apparent power ng motor, kasi idadagdag natin yung kabila eh. Okay? So square root of 3, so times 480 times 15. Okay, so 12470.7658. Okay, at ang angle of, so 36.8699 PA. Okay, ito isang motor. So idadagdag natin yung sa, ano, sa reactance. So kung meron tayong apparent power sa motor, kailangan yung ipaparallel natin doon sa reactance is naka-impedance din. So from this, kunin natin impedance nito. Okay? So by formula, di ba? So we have S equals to, so 3B per phase square over Z conjugate. So para makompute natin yung impedance ng motor, so we have 3B per phase square all over S conjugate. Okay, so substitute lang natin. So you have 3B phase, so 480. So anong connection niya? So Y. So kailangan natin divide na square root of 3. Okay, square over the S. Okay, so we have 12,470.7658. So at an angle of, so conjugate siya, so negative 36.8699. Okay, so yung magiging CM natin o impedance ng motor will be So 3 times, so 480 over square root of 3 square all over, so 12470 0.7658 at an angle of negative 36.8699. Okay, so we have 14.7801 plus J 11.0851. 11.0851. Okay, so ito yung sa motor pala. So ipaparallel natin yung sa impedance. Okay? So kung ito-drawing kasi natin, ito yung sa motor. Okay? Then meron tayong ilalagay na power combination ng impedance. Okay? Yung reactance natin, so based naman sa pamimilian, ano siya, microfarad. Ibig sabihin, capacitor siya. Yung impedance natin dito is negative JXC. Okay, yung impedance natin dito is yung CM. Okay? So kung ipaparallel natin, so yung ating current daw is 15 amperes. Okay? So by formula, di ba, given naman yung ating voltage, pero dito naka-delta siya. So ibig sabihin, phase voltage equals to line voltage kapag delta yung connection natin, di ba? So by formula, so B equals to IC. Okay? So yung magiging total impedance natin dito is the power combination yung sa motor tsaka yung sa capacitor. Okay? So, sige, ilagay natin dito. Okay, so we have voltage natin is 480 volts. Okay? 480. Okay, so it's equals to yung current natin. So, 15 amperes. Okay? So, yung current kasi natin is ito kasi yung line current natin eh. So, kailangan pa din natin pala itong i-convert ng uh, kailangan pa natin convert sa phase. Okay? So, kung i-convert pa natin sa phase siya, okay, so kailangan pa natin siyang i-divide ng square root of 3. Okay? So, yan. Okay, so multiply natin sa total impedance. So, ang magiging total impedance natin is ito, combination itong dalawa. Medyo mahaba lang yung magiging calculation. Okay, so we have 14.7301, so plus J 11.0851. Okay, parallel sa dito, so gawin na lang natin is product over the sum. So times negative J XC. Okay, kasi hindi naman tayo directly makapag-shift solving. Okay, all over. So yung summation, so 14.7301 plus J 11.0851, so minus JXC. Okay, so simplify na lang natin to. Kung si-simplify kasi natin, makakuha tayo dito ng impedance. Okay, sa numerator saka sa denominator. Okay, so ito simplify ko na lang. So cross multiply, so 480 the square root of 3 over 15 is equals to, so we have, so J times negative J, so positive na siya. So 11.0851 XC, then minus J 14.7301. Okay, all over. Kabila naman. So 14.7301. So plus J 11.0851. Ano, wala pa lang X dito. X pa dito. Okay. 11.0851 minus XC. Okay? So from this, pwede natin itong gawin kasi naka-rectangular form. Kunin natin yung kanyang magnitude in terms of impedance. So kapag kukunin natin, so Pythagorean theorem, di ba? Pa-impedance triangle. Okay? So ayan, so from this, so we have 480 square root of 3 over 15 Okay, is equals to, so ito, square root of magnitude lang. So 11.0851 XC quantity square. So plus the 14. So 14.7301 XC square. Okay, so divide natin sa denominator. So square root of, para shift solve lang tayo. Okay, so 14.7301 square. So plus 11.0851 minus XC square. Okay, so from this, we can calculate for XC. Okay, ito ko na ilagay sa taas. My value of XC. So XC natin will be equal to 0.0851 XC with, so plus, so 14.7301 XC square over square root of, so 14.7301 square, so plus 11.0851 minus XC square. Okay, so solve na lang natin. And solve. Okay. Equals to IC. Ito yung I, yung total natin. In 80 plus plus. Okay, so divide by square root of 3. May makukuha tayong value. Ayun. So we have 15 point. Inaayos lang natin kasi baka kanina nahihirapan eh. Calculus. So we have 15.3755. Okay? 15.3755 ohms. Okay, so ito pa lang XC. So ang pinapako sa atin is the capacitance. So by formula, di ba? C equals to, so 1 over 2 pi frequency. Walang kibes, so asong na 60. Times ang XC natin na 15.3755. Okay, so magiging C natin will be equal to 1 over, so 2 pi times 60 times answer. Yung alpha x na lang pala. So 1 over 2 pi f. Okay, ito pala per phase. Okay, per phase pa lang yata ito. Okay, so kapag multiply natin ng 3, okay, kasi 3 phase tayo, 50, okay, next natin dito, 15.37. Hindi dapat 3 nga. Oo. So we have 15.37 55 times 3. Okay, for the total pa natin. So then 1 over 25 times 60 times answer. Ayun, tama na. Okay, so tinas natin sa 3xc. Okay, so 57.5. Okay, so dito, may pamimili tayo 57.4. Okay, so kailangan muna natin multiply ito ng 3. So x total natin will be 46.1265. 0.1265 ohms. So ito ilalagay natin. Okay, para makumpit yung total capacitance natin. Okay, so we have 46.1265. Okay, so magiging total capacitance natin per phase is 57.5 microfarad. 57.5 microfarad. Okay, so ito yung magiging final answer natin. Okay, so meron na sa pamimilihan, so malapit 7.4. Okay, so next. Okay, so a three-phase balanced load is connected across 220 volts, three-phase ACB source. So a wattmeter with its current coil in line A, IA to, voltage coil in line AB. Okay, reach 800 watts. So by formula, di ba? So W equals to PLIL cosine 30 minus, oh, tama. So 30 minus theta. Oh, ayan. So, ang given sa atin is the line AB. Okay, kaya assume natin dito, theta na lang muna siya. Okay, so from this we have PL o BAP. Yung current natin is nasa line A. So we have IA cosine theta. Okay, so ito yung initial natin kasi BAP yung ating given. Okay, so let's say ito yung ating W1. So actually, given naman, which is equals to 800 watts. Okay? So dito, tatlo pa yung ating unknown. EAP, IA, tsaka cosine theta. Okay? So assume natin ito na equation number 1 natin. Okay? So kung ito-drawing kasi natin, so assume natin BAP is the reference. Diba? BAP, kung kasi kung susundin natin, kung per phase value tayo, sige, ganyan na lang. Nasa angle 0 eh. So ito si, kung positive siya, so we have BC, tsaka ito CB, CA. Okay? So ayan, so dito mo tayo babase. So the potential is then connected across line A and C. Okay? With the current coil in the same line. Okay, so same line, so ibig sabihin IA din. Okay, so isang linya lang. So what is the power factor of the load if the meter reaches negative 800 watts? So by formula, ganun din. So we have negative 800 equals to, pero connected siya sa line AC. So we have PAC. IA cosine, ano yung maging angle natin? Okay? So from this, kasi ang kailangan natin sa PAC, para makuha yung AC natin, na-extend natin sa kabilang direction, di ba? So from this, ito si PAC. Ang question is, ano yung magiging angle natin dito? Okay, so from this, papunta sa kabila. Okay? So in clockwise direction, okay, so ito yan. Okay, so kukunin natin yung kanyang angle. Okay? So from this, naglipat tayo ng from BCA to BAC. So, ibig sabihin, mag-a-add tayo dito ng 180. Okay, so ano ba yung angle natin from BAB papuntang AC? Okay, kung ito yung ating phase difference between AB and C is 120, okay, ito 120, ibig sabihin kung straight line siya, itong kabila 60. Okay, kaya from this, so ito 60, then ito 180. So ibig sabihin, magdadagdag tayo dito ng 60. Ito yan. 60, tapos ito yung 180 natin. Okay, so plus 60, then minus yung ating angle theta. Okay, so from this, ito yung magiging equation number 2 natin. Okay, so from this, equate natin itong dalawa. And mapapansin kasi natin sa problem, anong connect natin? So, okay, so the potential is connected across line AC with the current coil. Okay, so assume na lang natin na yung magiging voltage natin sa AB is equals to voltage sa AC. Okay, kung balance yung magiging ano natin, source. Okay, so ibig sabihin kung delta-delta, so ibig sabihin same yung voltage natin. Kaya from this, pwede natin siyang equate. So yung equation 1, so 800. So 800 is equals to, so PAB, IA, cosine theta. So divide natin sa pangalawang equation. So we have negative 800. So BAC, IA, cosine 240 minus theta. So ito cancel na kasi equal. Ayan. So from this, kuha natin sa value of theta. Okay? So on this, ang magiging value of theta natin. So we have 800 over negative 800. So equals, so cosine theta over cosine 240 minus theta. So we have 30 degree. Okay? So 30 degree ating angle. Okay? So pinapakuha sa atin is the power factor of the load. Okay? So from this, ano yung magiging power factor natin? Okay, so ito yung theta natin. So PF is equals to cosine theta. So cosine 30. So cosine 30 equals to 0.866. Okay, so power factor natin is lagging, positive. Okay, so ito yung magiging sagot natin. So sa pamimilian, so we have letter C. Okay, 0.87 lagging. Okay.